Can I just clarify? So in terms of for President Trump to put down that figure from 44% to 30% in a letter, surely there has to be some kind of, even not, if not concrete agreement. As you said, it's still negotiation. But what have we put forward as our offer to enable or to convince the US to bring down the 44% to 30%? In terms of
yes, I think in my view, it's not necessarily. I don't think President Trump would have looked at what exactly on the table. It is the confirmation, recognition of we have engaged in good faith negotiation and with an intention to bring benefits to both countries. So that is the bottom line of the negotiations. Once established, we are engaged in good faith negotiation with a positive outcome for both countries. That has been recognized. That is, I think, the reason that they have brought down to 40%, 30%.
But is there any concrete areas that you can tell us this is what we have put forward from our side in order to reach this?
The whole idea is to reduce the, increase more trade between two and have more market access for US and us.
So is
so
there
what
any
we are
areas
looking at
that
is that what are the products that we can import more from the US, what are the products that we can export more to the US. On that basis, we have looked at in the consultation with the industry, we have looked at the various sectors, and we have in the discussion of whether there's a possibility of opening up the market for those products for both sides. That is what that's going on, because we have intention to reduce the trade deficit and have a good faith negotiation and intention in the right direction. That this is a recognition of that effort. This is why, if you can see, some countries actually they have increased reciprocal tariff. So some countries they have reduced it. For us, they have reduced it highest margin. For us,
Governor, I think what Vinil's question, you mentioned that Sri Lanka offers what it can offer. So what we're trying to figure out is there any reduction in the tariffs for some of the US products that Sri Lanka imports?
Let me chip in as well.
Yeah.
So obviously the intention is this entire process from the US side, the expectation is to reduce some of the tariffs applicable in one angle. When it comes to para-tariff also, and to very important component is simplify the process that is available. Reduce the time taken to implement and process some of those engagements, or clearance at the board agencies will be much faster. So it is not just focus on just one item related to tariff per se. It is much broader to make sure our openness in the way how we do things here, simplify, removal of barriers that we have. So it's a much broader discussion instead of just focusing only on tariff items. Just adding into the previous one, relating to whether we have gone into IMF, etc., for further details. So currently, we have a very good understanding in terms of openness and the level of engagement that we have created with the multilateral agencies, World Bank, ADB, IMF, and many other agencies, donor agencies, funding agencies. So our openness in the approach and swiftness in response and being honest in the process has allowed us to advance the relationships that we have had with these agencies instead of having a different agenda. Through promoting openness and being prompt and responsive to the engagements, I think we have achieved a lot. I'm sure there are more benefits and more engagement, so we are expecting input from all those agencies as well as we move forward to strengthen the situation, to obtain the necessary support wherever that is necessary. Thank you.
මේ අවසාන ප්‍රශ්න විදියට මේ අපේ සජීවී විකාශනය යද්දී මේ බොහෝ දෙනෙක් අපෙන් අහලා තියෙන කාරණාවක් තමයි මේ තව තැන් දෙක තුනක වාර්තා කරලා තිබ්බා දැනට තියෙන බදු ප්‍රමාණයට මේ 130ක් එකතු වීමක් වෙන්නේ කියලා. එහෙමද වෙන්නේ? එහෙම නැත්නම් 130 විතරද බදු අපිට මේ වෙලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා?
එකතු වීම මම ඉස්සර පැහැදිලි කරා ඉංග්‍රීසි එකේ එකතු වීමක් තියෙන. දැන් තියෙන බදු වලට 130ක් අහු වෙනවා. හැම අපේ රටට විතර නෙමෙයි.
එකතු වීමක් තමයි වෙන්නේ නේද?
මම ඒක පැහැදිලි කරනවා නැවත වතාවක්. ලංකාවට විතරක් තියෙන තත්වයක් නෙමෙයි මේක. අපි ග්ලෝබලි මේක බලන්න ඕන. රීජන් එකේ තියෙන රටවල් වලටත් ඔය එකතු වීම හැමම වෙනවා. ඒ එකතු වුණාට පස්සේ අන්න එතකොට ලංකාවෙන් යන භාණ්ඩ, ඉන්දියාවෙන් යන භාණ්ඩ, බංග්ලාදේශයෙන් යන භාණ්ඩ, වියට්නාමයෙන් යන භාණ්ඩ වලටත් ඒ එකතු වීම වෙනවනේ. පැහැදිලි නේද? ඒ එකතු වීමට පස්සේ ඒ එන මිලට අනුව ලෝකයේ ලංකාවට තිබුණු තරඟකාරී තත්වය තව දුරටත් ඉදිරියට පවත්වා ගැනීම තමයි අපේ බලාපොරොත්තුව තිබුණේ. ඒ තියෙන සංඛ්‍යාදත්වයන් බලනකොට පේනවා අපිට ලැබුණු මේ අඩුවීම කලාපයේ තියෙන මේ වගේ ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රීස් වලට තියෙන තියෙන ලැබෑ තියෙන ටැරිෆ් වලට සාපේක්ෂව යහපත් මට්ටමක් කියලා අපේ බලාපොරොත්තුව තමයි ඉදිරියටත් මේ සාකච්ඡාව ගෙනියලා ඒ වාතාවරණය ලංකාවට තිබුණු ජාත්‍යන්තරයේ තිබුණු තරංගකාරීත්වය තරංගකාරී තත්ත්වය ආරක්ෂා කරගෙන ඉදිරියට යාම තමයි ඒ තුලින් බලාපොරොත්තුව.